We are coming to a close in 2025. It is literally the end, and I decided to add a few more watches to my collection that make it just a little bit stranger. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are unboxing something a little fun and something new for me, and something I'm just a really big fan of, and that is going to be the Stranger Things Casio and G-Shock collaboration watches that are being released in high anticipation for the season 5 and finale of Stranger Things. So right off the bat, before we get into anything, I just want to let you guys know I am not a watch channel. This is something new for me. So like if you're clicking on this video expecting to get all of the nitty-gritty details of like in-depth things of like movements and all that stuff, that's not what this channel is. I am literally just a dude just getting into watches and just wanting to open up cool things and share them with you here on the internet. So I am not going to be one of those tech channels that you're going to find all the like nitty-gritty details of. I like to buy cool things and then share that and show that with you guys. So if you are also like that, if you like that vibe, this is gonna be the channel for you. So make sure you drop a like on the video and subscribe. Hopefully you stick around. So we're gonna get straight into this. I have the watches here on my side and everything. The very first watch that I wanted to touch up on is going to be the Casio collaboration model. So first things first, I did an unboxing of this, and what's really like immediately right away what I love about this collaboration straight off the bat is the packaging. It tells you that this is more than just like a normal watch. Casio really leaned into like the Stranger Things vibe here, pulling obviously for like that 80s nostalgia. It's like a much smaller box and everything, but you also just have the darker upside down look of with like all of the vines and everything. There's like texture and artwork and everything, and this alone makes the watch feel super collectible. And like this is the kind of packaging that you're not gonna like throw away. You're gonna keep this. You're gonna literally open up this watch and put this package just like on a shelf somewhere just to have it as a look piece. So first and foremost, the Casio has a really clean like retro digital look. So this is the Casio AQ800 and then a bunch of other numbers after it that I don't actually know, but I know that it's perfect for like that 80s setting. And what's actually really cool is, so this particular watch, the AQ800, isn't featured in Stranger Things season 5. It's actually like the AQ450, so its predecessor, so the earlier model, and it's worn by Steve in season 5. Now I have like a little screen grab from the actual show that shows this on his wrist. So Steve is wearing the AQ450 and the AQ800 is basically just the upgraded model, etc. So this watch is featured in the show by Mr. The Hair himself. I think that is really cool in and of itself. I love the little things like, you know, here on the actual watch face itself, got this very clean, like retro, like digital look. It's super lightweight, it's very slim, very wearable. I like the subtle, just Stranger Things details on this. Obviously you have like the Stranger Things branding across the top, and then you've got all the vine work and everything, but it doesn't necessarily scream collaboration. Like it doesn't look like it's gonna be some sort of like costume piece. And it's kind of one of those things where it's like those who know. Looking at it from a distance, you're not gonna be able to tell this is a Stranger Things watch unless you know. And that's what I mean by that. It's a really easy, like everyday watch, you know, for casual, school, work, whatever. So it's cool to have like as a collector's piece. Now I'm gonna be straight up with you. I don't know if this is gonna be a watch that I wear on my wrist. I more so bought this just to have it, just to own it. I will say that I did buy it for just a little bit over MSRP. So the watch right now is retailing on Casio's website for $130. These are limited pieces, and so they sold out immediately. And I believe I got my watch for about $170. And I did get it on eBay. I got it from a verified seller and everything. So that was nice, that was cool. But yeah, so I did pay $170. So it's just a little bit over MSRP, but I'm now seeing it going for like $200, $250, even $300 now. So it's definitely shot up there for sure. But as I said, this thing is super easy to wear, super wearable. It's a very slim watch, but for me, it's not necessarily going to be something that I wear. It's just something that I wanted to have in the collection, own it, and keep as a collector's piece and just have it. So super cool, super sick watch. And dude, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like the little Stranger Things box, like everything is super sick. Like It's such a cool, just like little piece, dude. I love this little watch. I love it. Like, it's super tight and it's very subtle. I don't know. Like I said, maybe I'll wear it, maybe I won't wear it, but it is like a cool, just like little piece to have. I really like it. So I definitely think I'm gonna keep it just like on the shelf, just on display, kind of like that. Or maybe I'll take it out of the box and throw it in like a watch box or something, but I'm definitely gonna keep all the plastic on it. I really like it though. It's such a cool, just little like throwback piece. Super, super cool. Really enjoy this piece. I'm glad to just own it. I really like the like Stranger Things branding on the box here. That's super cool. Now, let's actually get into the watch that I prefer between the two, and that is the G-Shock. This is the G-Shock DW5600. So first and foremost, a lot more robust, bigger versus the AQ800. Now this watch is actually seen in the show worn by Lucas. So the DW5600 is obviously a lot more popular model. It's worn by Lucas and you can actually get a really clear shot of it whenever he's holding Max's hand whenever she's in the hospital. So the watch is featured a little bit more in the show and it's a little bit easier to tell what it is. And again, it's one of those things where those of you that know. So again, whenever I was unpackaging this one, the box has that really cool, just Stranger Things vibe and everything. You really like here on the top, you got like the Demogorgon flower with the G in the middle. That's really cool. And then whenever you actually get into the box itself, you've got the vines everywhere, you know, keeping like that darker Stranger Things vibe and everything. And then when you get the box open and you get into the actual container here that's holding the box, it's cool because it says Netflix Stranger Things X G-Shock across the top, which I think is super sick. And again, still keeping like that black on black vibe with the vines and everything. I think that's super clean. When you actually get into it and you've got the watch open, there's a lot of little details in here. So obviously across the top, you still have the Stranger Things branding. And then on the actual dial, you've got the black vines everywhere. And then on the bottom, it says LED backlight. You've got the A, which is upside down in backlight. So that's a cool, just little Easter egg. And then the actual LED is red. So the backlight on this watch is red. I think that's super cool. So when you're looking at the watch and you press the LED button, it is red, which I think is super sick, super clean, and keeping like that Stranger Things vibe with the black and the red, super sick. And then on the actual back of the watch, you do have the Stranger Things branding stamp. So it does say Netflix's Stranger Things on the back. So you've got that branding stamp. Obviously you have the model and all of that. And then on the actual strap itself, you do have 11's tattoo. You have 11 there on the actual strap. And I forgot to say this about the Casio. Casio has the #1 branding tattoo for Vecna. So both of the watches have cool, subtle little details, which I think is super cool. So on the DW5600, you've got 11's branding across the strap. And then on the Casio AQ800, you've got Vecna's or Henry Creel's #1 tattoo across the clasp as well. So I think that's really tight. Just a cool little detail to have on the watches themselves. In my personal opinion, with this collaboration, I think Casio and G-Shock absolutely knocked it out of the park. You've got this subtle details on the watches themselves, from the dial to the LED backlighting to even just little Easter eggs across the watches, and even the strap branding with the tattoos. Super cool, but it's one of those things where they're subtle enough to where it doesn't make the watches feel like they're costume pieces, but it is cool enough so that way whenever you are wearing it, you do realize and understand that you're wearing a Stranger Things branded watch. And for those of you that are big fans of the show, you're gonna really enjoy it. And for those that are outside and see you wearing the watch, unless they look really close, they're not gonna know. So for those of you that know, will know. So it's really cool in that aspect as well. All in all, I think Casio and G-Shock did a really good job of staying true to the branding of Stranger Things while also maintaining the quality, practicality, and wearability of their watches and everything. They did a really, really good job. I'm a really big fan. And actually the G-Shock is gonna be like everyday wear for me. This was given to me for Christmas, and ever since I got it, I immediately opened it and started wearing it, and it has been on my wrist every day for the last like 3 or 4 days. I love this watch. I ended up getting tickets to the premiere of the finale, so I will be able to go watch the Stranger Things finale in theaters, and you better believe that I'm gonna be wearing my DW5600 G-Shock Stranger Things watch. I got socks, I got a shirt, I'm going. While I am super excited for the finale, I'm not ready for the show to be over, but that's a full tangent. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is just me just kind of just like, again, just opening up watches, sharing this with you guys, and yeah, so 2026, I will say that I'm hoping to add at least 1 or 2 more pieces to the channel. So if you guys want to see more watch openings from me, drop a like on the video, drop a comment, and let me know, did you guys get these watches? What do you guys think of the Stranger Things watches? Are you Stranger Things fans? I'm assuming if you clicked on the video, you're probably a Stranger Things fan, but let me know what you guys think of the watches. Which one is your favorite, the G-Shock or the Casio? Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, drop a like, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you in the next one. Obviously, my personal favorite between the two is the G-Shock DW5600, but let me know in the comments. I'll catch you in the next one. This has been your boy Austin. Peace out.